Hi everyone, it's Tony Richards and welcome to the Tony Richards Life Focus. I want to talk tonight about challenging yourself. Challenge yourself. You see, no matter what you do, you have that opportunity to challenge yourself. Many times we have opportunities to lead, whether it be formal or informal, and when we have that opportunity, you see, it takes your job to take the reins and to inspire change. You are the change. You inspire that change. You see, but you can't reach your full potential unless you challenge yourself. Too many times people want to move forward, they want to go forward, but they stop themselves. They stop themselves, Larry. And by setting high expectations and striving to meet and exceed them, you're boosting your mentality, and that can become contagious. You see, you can challenge yourself to keep going forward. Sometimes you got to dig down. Athletes do that a lot. Sometimes when the situation is really tough, when the game's on the line, they have to really dig down and they have to find that inner strength. They have to keep challenging and pushing and moving forward. You see, as you continue to brave uncertainty and build confidence in your abilities, you're going to challenge yourself both personally and professionally. And I want to talk about some simple steps you can use to challenge yourself, because I really think that all of us have so much more potential that we don't use. We don't use the majority of our God-given ability and talent and skills and potential. I really believe that. And I believe that one way we can is to say, you know what, I'm going to challenge myself today. First of all, I want to say start out by writing. Now, I've talked before about the importance of journaling, and I really think it's extremely important because you got the opportunity to capture your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, your feelings. And what's really important is to go back in time and take a look at that, because you see how you handled and got through so many different situations. And then you say to yourself, well, I got through those, so I'm going to challenge myself to keep going because I can get through this, whatever it is I'm facing right now, today, whatever that is. Writing sounds basic, doesn't it? But putting pen to paper isn't always easy. It takes time, which often comes at a premium. You see, when you have a spare moment, try to write and share your expertise, because that's what you're doing. You're also challenging yourself to go back and make the time to make yourself stronger and better. Write more about less. You see, this forces you to think deeper into a specific topic and challenge your beliefs. When I write more about less, I can write all day about nothing. Did you ever take a test in school? And I remember in college, they had these little blue books, and so many of us felt like we had to fill up the entire blue book and writing about really nothing, just expounding upon what we thought the professor wanted to hear. And I remember one professor saying, all you have to do is write more about less, because then you're going to focus, you're going to pinpoint, you're going to be very succinct and specific in what you're saying. And that's what we need to do when we challenge ourselves. We let the broad picture get in the way too much, when all we really need to do is just focus. In marketing, there's an expression. You can have a shotgun approach or a rifle approach. You see, you challenge yourself in one of two ways. If you challenge yourself with a shotgun approach, then you're going to go off in 90 different directions. But if you challenge yourself with a rifle approach, you're going to hone in on that specific issue, that specific thought, that specific thing that you need to challenge yourself and move forward on. Try it. Try writing. It's important. Number 2, narrow your expertise. That's right, narrow it. The people who stand out are those who have built a reputation at being the best. And usually it's not the best in 90 different things. Usually it's being the best in 1 or 2 things. They do it very well. So I want you to challenge yourself to be the most knowledgeable in your discipline. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's making sausage. Be the best at what you can be in that. Challenge yourself to see, how can I do it better? What can I do better? I love watching like the cooking show, the Food Network, and things like that, because you see what people do is they take everyday ordinary things. They take nothing really. They take flour, they take sugar, they take salt, they take whatever it is, and they make something really cool out of it. They challenge themselves. And that's what I want you to do with your life. I want you to take the sugar and the spices and the salt and the pepper and everything else, and I want you to make something out of your life. But you got to do it by challenging yourself first. Challenge yourself. Number 3, constantly crave feedback. You see, gauging your performance through the eyes of others is one of the best challenges and often the most uncomfortable. It's not easy to ask for that feedback. It's not easy to take feedback. But when we attack the issue and not the person or not the personality, you see, then we take that feedback, it becomes very constructive. We can apply it to our situation, we can learn from it, we can grow from it, we can challenge ourselves in different ways. That's why people tend to shy away, especially when they don't deliver. People will tend to shy away from feedback when they haven't delivered and they know it. It's hard, isn't it? But take feedback not as an opportunity to earn approval, but as a chance to turn a perceived weakness into a strength. What's one of your weaknesses? Think about that for a minute now. What is one of your weaknesses? Now here's the real challenge. I want you to challenge yourself to write down that weakness, and then I want you to talk about it with somebody. Somebody who knows you really well, maybe a spouse, maybe a friend, maybe a sister, a brother, a cousin, whomever. I want you to ask them, this is what I perceive myself to be weak in. How can you help me? What do I need to do? What do you see in me? Challenge yourself. That's a tough thing to do. Number 4, be honest with yourself. Write down 5 skills you think are vital to the success of you. What are 5 skills either that you have and you need to perfect or you want to develop? You don't have right now, or maybe just a little bit. I need to be a better speaker. I need to be a better listener. I need to be a better writer. I need to, whatever it might be. Write down 5 of those areas that are going to be vital to your success. It's not easy, but well worth the long-term effort and the effects of it. Number 5, set lofty goals. Some people will tell you to only set obtainable goals, but these are rarely challenging. Instead, shoot above obtainable. You'll be surprised what you're capable of. I remember as a little kid, my uncle, we were in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and I remember we were standing outside, and it was evening. We were looking up. My uncle said, look at the stars. He said, see the nearest star? And I said, yeah. And he said, pick one out. I said, okay. He said, now pick one out further out, way out there. I said, okay. He said, the closest star is your goal. Have goals to reach that star. Okay, the furthest one is your destiny. Once you reach your goals, keep moving, keep fighting, keep striving, keep challenging yourself to reach your destiny. And that's what I want you to do. Set those goals lofty. Number 6, choose the road not yet traveled. I really love this one. I really try to do this in my life. Look for unexplored areas in your life to help differentiate you, and that makes you, makes you different. Marcia, you are you. Nobody else is like you. You're like a snowflake. You're like a leaf on a tree. No one else is like you. Blessing, there is just you. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, others are going to look alike, similar. You may have similar traits, similar things. But even twins, identical twins, there's just a little bit of a difference there. And I want you to choose that road less traveled because you are unique. No one's on that road. No one's on the destiny and the journey just like you. So choose the road not yet traveled. See what that does. Challenge yourself. And number 7, something I try to live by every day. Never stop learning. Adopting a student mentality pushes you to become a master of your craft. One of the reasons I love to teach is because, you know what? The students, they force you to stay on topic. They force you to be good at what you do. They force you to do research. They force you to write. They force you to learn. They force you to set goals. They force you to crave that feedback. They keep you young. They keep you young in your thoughts. So never stop learning. I will never stop being a student. I will always be wanting to take some type of course, whether formally or informally. Because, see, life is so fascinating. It is so fascinating. And I got to challenge myself every day. And I got to know that within that fascination, there's opportunity. So the life focus for tonight is raise the bar for yourself, and over time, you will take on a mindset that can bring you to a new level of your success. Do it. If you do it and you challenge yourself and you keep challenging and keep challenging, you're going to go forward no matter what. Write me at TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com. This program will be uploaded to YouTube in about 20 minutes or so. You can check out this program or others. Please share this with others simply by going to youtube.com and typing in TR Speaks. I hope you have a great day, a great evening, a great morning in other parts of the world. Thanks, everyone. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to go forward.